Alright, just started a big 3 on a 1990 Oldsmobile Cutlass Ciera. This is a 3.3. Just going to show you where my routing is before we do a final, because I'm actually going to cover these all up with loom. So you can kind of see. Battery terminal here. This is going to be for my ground. And so this is going to go on the side where the ground is, and then where the actual battery grounds out anyway, so it'll go right here in addition to that ground. For the power is obviously going to go to the power battery terminal, and it's going to go all the way around back here. This is going to all be covered up, like I have a few other things, all the way until I get to the alternator. And eventually I'll most likely end up putting a fuse on it. A lot of people don't, some people do. A lot of people do, but it goes both ways. But as far as the engine ground, now just so you know where that's at, I put a socket on it, and this here already has, obviously the engine ground on it, but we could actually follow that. Let me see if I can see my wire there. Yep, there's my 4-gauge wire. Again, that'll be all covered up. And it's gonna either go in here or have its own separate loom, I'm not sure yet. And it's gonna go down. Let me show you where that ends. For anybody doing this to their Cieras, oops, sorry about that. For anybody doing this to their Cieras, they can just know. But this is gonna go down through there where I originally showed you. It's gonna come across the bottom and front, and then right underneath, where is it at? It's right there. That's where your engine ground goes through. And it's actually inside of that, the main loom here. And then it pops off, and then goes to the cradle or the chassis right here. And so that's where this guy will end up being once everything's all tightened up. So as far as the battery goes, most of you probably have problems with the side terminals. So what I did is I ordered these from eBay, and I'm sorry for the camera shakiness. I'm definitely not a YouTuber. Just trying to help a few folks out here. But I ordered these off of eBay. They're from Street Wires, and pretty much the way that's gonna go. If you probably ever had any issues with getting other things for your, your amps or whatever hooked up to the terminal, there's no damn room. So I ordered these. This is gonna go in and it's gonna pinch my main, and then on the other side I can hook up as many things as I want and just tighten it down with no issues. So this is gonna give me a little bit of flexibility as far as adding alternate accessories to the vehicle, as well as help me get it all back together with this big 3 upgrade. So anywho, just I'll be back once everything is tightened up here in a second. Alright, so we're back. I got my big 3 hooked up. We got the new terminals on the batteries, and so we got battery to chassis, battery ground here. Okay, then we've got our power, which goes to the alternator, so that's going here all the way around. I went underneath this and came back up on top of that evaporator housing all the way to the alternator. And then of course the engine ground ended up giving it its own loom, so it's right here going all the way down, and then it hooks up to the chassis. See it cutting across right there in front of my finger, and then hooks up to the chassis on the bottom. That's it.